Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Over here around Pack Creek Channel, we've been seeing a lot of the sheephead starting to coming in. Uh, Live shrimp on the bottom. Also, right around the bridge, we're catching some nice tide runner trout. Um, Look for those patterns to continue on as March gets closer and closer. But come out here, catch some sheephead, have some fun doing it, catching good eating fish. Over here, just south of the JFK, we've been finding trout along the edge. Pretty much the entire west bank right here is exposed. So what I like to do is fish right along that drop off. Kind of makes it like the land cut, you know. The fish can't get up into the flat, so they tend to go down the edge, catching some big oversized black drum in here, catching some keeper trout, nothing real big. Uh, I'll catch a lot of dinks, so it's good solid action to take the kids out and teach them how to throw a soft plastic or put them a cork on and a live shrimp when you can find them, and you'll really get into some solid action almost every cast. Over here on the King Ranch shoreline, we're finding some good trout moving north. Right here, just south of PETA, along the King Ranch. Looking for the bait, really. Once you find the bait, you find the fish. But along the King Ranch has been a good bite. Mainly for the guys that like to get out of the boat and wade fish. But I've found some success doing it too. Um, you know, catch 2, 3, 4 keepers adrift and come back around and make another drift down it and catch the same. And if I don't do good in a spot, I'll move down the shoreline 200 yards and catch them again. Just use those paddle tails. Make sure your tails are white. And also, throw live shrimp under a popping cork when you can find them. Over here, this is what I call Hotel Channel. We've caught some really big croaker in here and some sand trout. Uh, One day I came in here on a blustery, blowing north wind day and caught some good redfish. Uh, but the tide's low and the fish are in the channels, so target this channel right here. It's kind of off the beaten path. You can get to it both by coming down Pure Oil Channel, and you can take a right and put the trolling motor down, or you can get to it by coming in Triangle Island and take a left right here, and this channel's got fish all the way down it. Over here in the meadows around the rocks, been catching good numbers of keeper fish, lots of big oversized, and further up around the cabins, been catching keeper trout, slot reds, drifting with popping corks and live shrimp, or just power pull down, fish a little bit, move up 100 yards, fish a little bit. These fish aren't real aggressive, but if you sit in there long enough, you're going to catch them. So, what I like to do, especially when the wind's blowing real hard, is power pull down. Move up 100 yards, power pull down. Move up 100 yards. Really saturate that area, because if you just come in here and you drift and then run around and drift and run around and drift, you're going to burn up your fish. And a lot of the wade fishermen may get upset. They come in here and like to wade fish these areas to catch the big trout. There are some big trout in here, but I have more fun catching those big reds. So come in here, popping corks and live shrimp. Throw your corkies, throw your paddle tails, white tails, of course, and you'll catch some real good fish in here. Over here around Point of Rocks, we've been catching some good eating sized drum, as well as some lower slot redfish. Lots of 19 and a half inchers in here. I don't know where they all came from, because I thought we were done with those 19 and a half inchers last year. But, what happens to a redfish once he hit 20 inches? He goes in the ice chest, of course. But along here, we've been catching just good boxes of undersized and lower slot redfish and some eaten sized black drum. I haven't caught any big ones in here, but that doesn't mean they're not in here. Come in here, throw shrimp on the bottom, throw shrimp under a popping cork, and you'll catch plenty of good fish. Over here on the Kennedy Ranch, been catching good numbers of trout, good numbers of reds. I actually caught a flounder the other day, just an oddball thing. But come in here, just off the rocks a little bit. Remember, I told you the tide was pretty low, so they're not really holding tied up in the rocks. So, throw your popping corks and live shrimp, throw your paddle tails, move down the shoreline with your drift sock and your trolling motor, and you'll catch some really nice fish on this Kennedy shoreline.
I'm Captain Grant Coppin. Thanks for watching.